when you look at Derrick Henry, obviously many people believe that you can make a legit argument that Derrick Henry is the best running back in the NFL. Mike, he missed 9 games last year because of a broken bone in his foot. He still had almost 1,000 yards rushing. And so this is kind of a two-part question. One, how important is Derrick Henry to this Titans offense being able to flourish? And also, do you believe as the season goes along, do you believe Mike Vrabel should try to, dial back some of his carries so you can have him for the latter part of the season once we get into December and January so he can be fresh come playoff time?
Well, the first part of the question, he's very important to this offense because they are a run-first offense. They've been that way going all the way back to the Eddie George days. I mean, they had a couple years where McNair was putting up numbers throwing the football and where he was actually a co-MVP with Peyton Manning. But other than that, they have been a run-first football team from the Eddie Georges to the Marco Murrays, the Chris Johnsons, and the Derrick Henrys, and so on and so forth. So Derrick Henry is vital to this offense because, like Jonathan Taylor, he is the engine behind the offense. He makes everything a little easier for everyone else around him. And, it's ironic that both of these teams at the top of the division kind of mirror each other.
Yeah.
But, definitely that's he's very important to the offense. And, he's going to be key to a lot of different things they do. It's going to be interesting also to see this year how the versatile pieces, they put those in motion around Derrick Henry. And if he's always the key to everything as the season goes on, that'll be key to watch. As far as the second question, dialing things back, Derrick Henry is a volume running back. Derrick Henry's not a guy that's going to give you 10 carries and he's going to go for 115 yards. He's not a guy like Chris Johnson that could give you like 10, 15 carries and then go for 160 yards and then call it a day. He's a guy that wears and wears and wears on you because those 2 or 3 yard runs in the first half turn into 6, 7, 10 yards, and then that big one in the second half.
Yeah.
You notice most of his long runs always come in the second half of the game where teams are tired of tackling him.
Absolutely.
So to me, I would say they're probably not going to dial back on his carries. Sure, it would be nice to throw Hilliard in there, and they do have a guy from Michigan this year as a backup running back. His name is escaping me right now. I don't know why. But anyway, they do have a lot more depth in the running back room, so they can potentially give him breaks, and they do have a gentleman that can come in there and do some of the same things that he does. Maybe not quite as big as Derrick Henry, which, by the way, he is bigger this year. A lot of different reports, and from what I've seen, he definitely does look bigger. Wow. Yes, he looks bigger. That'll be interesting in its own right. And plus he's not the most. I wouldn't say he's unhappy, but he's not. He feels like he's got something to prove. It just seems like he's got something to prove this year more than anything, which is different from previous years with Derrick Henry and the success he's had. So. That part will be interesting, but I don't expect the dial back of carries to happen. I don't expect that.
Wow, man, that's going to be interesting to see, man. A motivated Derrick Henry. Oh, it's going to be scary for some opposing defense.
Not that he isn't motivated. I don't want to put it out there that he's not motivated, but he's got a little more extra incentive, I should say.
Yeah, playing with a chip on the shoulder. I definitely understand that. I think you're probably talking about Haasan Haskins.
Yes, Haskins.
Yeah. So I think he's on that depth chart as well. So do you expect him to be able to have an impact on the Titans offense this year?
I don't expect him to have a big impact on the offense because Hilliard is the backup running back. Hilliard's the guy that's going to come in. I don't expect him to take over series or anything like that, but coming on third down, maybe run a few things out of the backfield, stuff like that, maybe a draw, things like that. But Derrick Henry's the man of this offense at the running back position, and everyone else is going to fall in line. I believe Haskins has the ability to actually do things that Derrick Henry does in terms of lining up there. But the caveat to that is he's actually proven to be a better pass catcher than the Titans, I think, may have realized.
Okay, because I think actually last year, if I'm not mistaken, Haskins, he had a great game in the season finale against Ohio State for the Michigan Wolverines. I think he had a great, outstanding game last year in that game.